In the beginning, before time, before mountains or oceans, before even the first whisper of the wind, there was only God. The universe was formless and empty. Darkness covered the deep waters. Silence ruled. But then God spoke. His voice thundered through the void. "Let there be light." And suddenly brilliance. Light ripped through the darkness like fire across the sky. Shadows fled, and the first dawn rose. God separated the light from the darkness, calling one day and the other night, and it was good. On the second day, God's voice rang again. "Let there be a vast expanse to separate the waters above from the waters below." And so it was. The heavens stretched wide, an endless dome, blue and mighty. Clouds gathered above. Rivers and oceans rolled below. The sky was born, vast and infinite, pointing every eye upward to the majesty of its creator. On the third day, God commanded the waters to gather so dry land could appear. At his word, mountains pushed upward with unstoppable force, valleys sank low, and plains stretched wide. God named the ground earth and the gathered waters seas. But he was not finished. From the dry soil, God called forth life. Green shoots burst from the ground. Trees unfurled their branches, and flowers exploded in color. The earth became a garden, rich with fruit and seed, each carrying the power to multiply. The once barren land was now alive with beauty and nourishment. On the fourth day, God set lights in the heavens to govern time. He made the blazing sun to rule the day, pouring warmth and light over creation. He made the glowing moon to watch the night, gentle and steady. And then, with a sweep of his hand, he scattered the stars countless, glittering, stretching into infinity. Each one burned with his glory, a reminder of his power. On the fifth day, God turned to the seas and skies. "Let them swarm with living creatures. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind." And at once, the waters churned with life. Great whales breached the surface, sending sprays into the air. Schools of fish darted in silver waves. The oceans sang with movement. Above, the skies came alive. Eagles soared with wings stretched. Wide, sparrows darted and danced, and songbirds filled the air with music. Creation was no longer silent, it echoed with life and praise. On the sixth day, God shaped the land with creatures. The earth shook as elephants thundered across the plains. Lions roared with power. Wolves howled to the night. Horses raced with strength. Every beast, every crawling thing, every creature of the wild appeared at his command. And then came the crown of creation. God bent down to the dust of the earth, and with his own hands, he formed a man. Into this lifeless form, God breathed his own breath, and Adam opened his eyes. He was alive, made in the image of God. But God saw Adam needed a companion, so from Adam's side, he created Eve, equal, beautiful, strong. Together they stood in Eden, a paradise overflowing with rivers, trees, fruit, and the presence of God himself. Humanity was not just part of creation. They were made to walk with the Creator, to reflect his glory. On the seventh day, God looked over everything: the blazing sun, the endless seas, the soaring birds, the prowling beasts, the man and woman who bore his image. And he declared it very good. So God rested not because he was tired, but because his masterpiece was complete. The universe was in harmony. The heavens declared his glory, and the earth was his canvas. Closing heartfelt finish. The creation of the world was not just an act of power, it was an act of love. Every mountain peak, every star in the night sky, every living breath bears the fingerprints of God. And just as he spoke light into the darkness at the beginning, he still speaks light into our hearts today. The same God who said, "Let there be," is still creating, still renewing, still calling us into his presence. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe.